I'm here this morning with Beth Manns, and Beth Manns is a realtor with Greenbridge Realty. But Beth, you're more than just a realtor. You have some very special training and some designations, and tell me about those.
Okay, thanks, Catherine. Over the last 12 years, I've had an opportunity to get my Senior Real Estate Specialist designation. So less than 1% of our country actually has that designation.
Wow, so there probably aren't that many here in Grand Rapids.
That's right. It's a very limited group of realtors that are committed to helping the seniors.
Okay, so if I'm a senior or if my parents are seniors and I have some special circumstances, they're going to sell their house they've lived in for 50 years, to go to you rather than just another realtor, how is that going to help that situation for our family?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, when a senior moves from their family home, there's a tremendous amount of emotion going on. And not only with the senior, but with the adult children. This is their family home as well. So really, what my role is to listen when I first meet the family and really find out what their goals are. Are the parents in a crisis situation where they do need to move on? What condition is the home in? What are their motives? What is their time frame to sell? So those are some of the things that I start with.
And so, as I'm thinking about it when you're talking about it, and knowing people that I've dealt with, my clients, or even my own parents, and I think, trying to sell this house is beyond just selling the house. There's so many other things, like, the house that hasn't been decorated in 30 years, or the roof that's a little bit leaky. How are you able to help with that as well?
Great question. So over the years, I've put together a team. My team provides services for all of those things that you just mentioned, starting with looking at where the house is. Is it dated? Is it cluttered? Do we need to bring in a moving specialist, an organizer? Do we need to, the main thing is do they want to move before they sell, or are they going to be living there while the home is being sold? Those are critical pieces to find out. Then what we need to do is we really need to get the house so that there's no defects. That is the main thing. And then find out what kind of money they're looking at to put into the home, to see if they're, what type of repairs they're really interested in doing.
So you, along with this vast amount of resources, you have compiled a team that can help make that just a one-stop shop.
That's exactly right. Yep, it makes it really convenient. A lot of times adults, children have their own families. They're very, very busy. But yet, you don't want to act like, the senior that's moving from this family home is not important or valued. So we have an opportunity to really break it down, find out what is needed, and move from that point.
And it sounds to me, beyond just having the knowledge about the best way to sell a house and the best way to market a house and what you need to do, what kind of people you need to get in there, you really have this understanding of the senior, of the person who is really, kind of taking a new route and a path in life. And I'm wondering, how did that start for you? How did you want to become someone who is going to be working with and specializing in helping this senior population?
Well, about 12 years ago, I met my first senior family. And they were basically the two daughters, the adult daughters, and the mom and dad. The mom had unfortunately been moved to a skilled nursing facility, and the father was there with 50-some years of accumulation. The daughters were really not equipped to know how to even proceed. So basically, I realized that there was a need, and I have the compassion and the time to understand this process. So I wanted to be there for them. I really felt that I was offering them a great service of relief.
Right, and besides having your senior certification in real estate, you have another designation that has provided you with training and information about dealing with seniors. And tell me about that designation.
Well, that designation is called the Certified Senior Advisor. And there's a vast group of people that have that designation, from financial planners, attorneys. I'm one of the few realtors that actually did prepare and study for the test and get that designation. Again, it just provided me with all of the tools of the financial pieces of what do we do if we sell? What do we do with our money? Is there a better way to move that? Although I don't advise in that area, I refer them to an elder law attorney such as yourself, or a financial planner, but it just kind of gave me an insight as to all of the different aspects involved with selling.
Right, because unlike a lot of people who might sell their house and they're going to use those proceeds to buy a new house, that might not be the case for some of your clients.
That's right, and there could be tax implications. So these are things that we just need to bring out in the open, and so that I can advise them to talk to the right people.
Okay. And I know, just from knowing you in the community, that you are very sought after in your knowledge in senior real estate and senior issues, and you've always been someone who's been out there, but you've been asked by other companies to help you assist in their providing senior housing, and I hope that you could share that with us a little bit.
Sure, one of our local communities that recently opened, not more than 5 years ago, they really needed somebody to get out there in the community and let them know about their community. And that was my role. So I got a chance to meet many, many seniors and share this retirement community with them. Then I also got asked to do assisted living sales. So I really got into the dynamics of the emotions involved with transitioning from a family home into assisted living, memory support, and or independent living. It opened up my eyes to understand really the dynamics in a family. So
Right.
I feel very grateful that I did have that opportunity.
And you know, in getting out in the community, you are someone who is involved in a lot of different community organizations that are specific to providing services and providing resources to seniors, and share some of those with us.
Sure. I have been actively involved with the Caregiver Resource Network, which is a group of devoted caregivers in our community. It consists of people like yourself that you're a member of as well, and these are people that are advocates for seniors. You can just feel the love that they have and the honest care that they want to provide to these seniors. So I'm a part of that group and have been for several years, as well as the Council on Aging, which is in Kent County. It's actually Western Michigan. And this group, and I'm sure they're available throughout the nation, but this particular group is another dedicated group of people that resource and provide information that we can pass on to our senior community.
Right, and speaking of passing on to senior community, you're someone who is always speaking to different groups and to different organizations and helping them in this aspect. And tell us some of the groups you speak to and what you tell them about to help them.
Great. Well, I want to say that I've partnered up with two awesome people.
I want to say that too.
One happens to be Catherine as an elder law specialist. And then the other gal that we've teamed up with is Susie Marsh with a Susie organizing specialist. So we feel like it's a piece in our community, our senior community, that's missing, where we can just openly share information about how to start organizing your clutter. We have a motto, do your living while you're giving, so you're knowing where it's going. And then I get a chance to chat with people about the process of how to get ready to sell a home and where to start. All the resources out there on, if you don't know where you're going, there's a wonderful placement service that will help you with housing ideas. There's just a vast amount of resources that we want to share with these different groups. So we've chatted with Kiwanis, Lions Club, we've chatted with senior communities, and we'll continue our journey with senior retirement centers.
Right, well, the go-to person for senior real estate in West Michigan, Beth Mans, thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much, Catherine.